Hello Opals users. In this video tutorial, I'm going to illustrate how to create Pathfinders in your Opals system. Pathfinders aggregate resources such as library holdings, websites that you deem credible and helpful for your students and teachers, as well as teachers' class notes, quiz notes, etc. So again, it's an aggregation of holdings, research sites, and documents. This is our Opals help page, help. I'm highlighting at the top, .opalsinfo.net. And over here I typed Pathfinders, and here's the section on Pathfinders. You can click Print Friendly and print this out as a PDF. And you can go down the screen and get some ideas about Pathfinders, OPAC access. And down a little bit further, you can choose and look at Create a Pathfinder, which I will illustrate in this clip. Okay, I'm moving over to our Opals High School Library, and I'm going to create a Pathfinder on careers. So I'm going to the home, I'm going down to Pathfinders, and when my Pathfinder windows opens, I'm going to choose Add New Pathfinder. And once this opens, I need to fill in a form and then add my resources. So I'm going to put in created by, and I'll put my initials. I'm going to put a title in of careers. I'm going to add one subject heading. You can add more, but just make sure you hit the enter key so that they're lined up, not all on one line, one subject topic per line. You can type in an introduction for your students. I'm going to leave that alone for the purpose of this video. Now I'm going to add my library holdings on careers. So I'll click Add Book Resource Group, and I'm calling it Careers Library Holdings. You could type in library resources, etc. I chose library holdings. Now I'm going to click Search this library. I'm going to type in career with an asterisk, so I get careers or career. I'll choose subject and click search. In a moment, the screen will populate with my books on careers. I'm going to select all pages. And by the way, if there's items here that you don't want on your Pathfinder, you can unclick them here, or it might be easier just to click Done. And then when it displays showing all your items, you could click the red X and delete it. You could click the notepad and edit this heading, or you can click the four arrows and move the various resources up and down as you see fit on the screen. All right, now I'm going to add another book resource group. So on this one, it's going to be Vocational Guidance is what I'll call it. And I'm going to search this library. Here we go. There we go. And I'm going to type in Vocational as a subject. And in a moment, we should see some records populate the screen, 115. I'm going to select all pages and go down to the bottom, click Done. And here's my vocational. So right now, sorry about the up and down movement of my mouse, but I wanted to show you that we have careers, library holdings, and there they all are. And then if we go down a little farther, we have vocational guidance. I could put library holdings there as well. All right, now I'd like to add some internet resources. And I'm going to the very bottom here, and I'm going to click Add an Internet Resource Group. And I have to go back to the bottom. Sorry about that. And on this one, I'm going to call it Careers Vocations. Okay, oops, let me just fix the spelling. All right, now I'm going to add my 3 internet resources. So I'm going to click Manual Item Entry, and I'm going to go to the top, and I'm just going to use this and copy it. Well, if it lets me, I'll just type it in. I'm going to add the Occupational Outlook Handbook. It's a very good resource, by the way. I'm going to go up to this and get my URL, copy the URL, and put that right here under the URL option. I could add a description, but I won't at this time. Now I'm going to click OK. All right, now I'm going to add another one, and this one will be called Career One Stop. I'll copy the URL, go back to my Pathfinder creation, and I'm going to add another one. Put in the title, paste in the URL. I'll leave the description alone at this moment, and I'll click OK. So we've got the Occupational Outlook Handbook, Career One Stop, and I'm going to do one more, which is called Jobs for My Major. So I'm going to copy the URL, go back to my Pathfinder, and do one more manual item entry. Jobs for my major. I will put in the URL. Again, I'll just leave the description out of this. You can always add it as you like. I'll click OK. So now I've got my internet resources, my vocational holdings in the library, and my career book holdings in the library. And the final thing I'm going to do is add a worksheet image group, which could be teacher notes, class notes, quiz notes, etc. So this final step will be to add a worksheet or image group. I'm going to click this, and I have to page down to the bottom. There we are. And I'm going to type in how oops, sorry about the typo. How millennials choose their career/major, and I won't put a description in. I'm going to add this. Oops. Click Add Manual Item Entry. I'm going to click it again. And I have to put in the title. Sorry about the typos. Just don't want to record this all again. And I'm going to get the file by clicking Select Files. And I've saved this on my system, How Millennials Navigate Their Careers. I typed the wrong name, but that's okay. Double click it. There we go. Oops, sorry, my mistake. It's good to make mistakes on my videos because you might do the same. I'm going to do this and click Open. Sorry about that. And now we see that the article's there, and I'll just change this to Navigate Their Careers. It's good to make mistakes, as I already noted, and I appreciate it that you're putting up with a few little mistakes in my clip. You could put a description here, but I won't at the moment, and now I'm going to click OK. So now we have our class notes or whatever notes you'd like. We have our vocational websites, careers, vocational websites, and we have our two sections of books, one on vocation and one on careers up here at the top. I'm going to save this, and now we'll go back and have a look at it from, say, the student's point of view. So I'll go to the very top, and I'll go back to the home, and I'll go to Pathfinders. And I see there's Pathfinders already there, and there's my Careers Pathfinder created on March 16th by so-and-so, subject area careers. I'll click the word careers right here, and we'll see how the Pathfinder looks to a student. And I'll point out a few options that you would have. Here's the library holdings on careers, and as I cursor down, excuse my cursoring down, I'm going all past the vocational ones just to show you that I have my internet resources, careers and vocations, 3 resources, and I have my teacher's notes or whatever notes I chose to put on the Pathfinder. Okay, I'd like to show you what a student might see if they find a book and they search it in your catalog. There'll be a note on the book record showing that it's part of a featured Pathfinder. It's part of a Pathfinder, actually. So I'm searching Exploring Careers, and when the item comes up, you'll see Pathfinder Careers. So a student could click this, and that will open up the Pathfinder on Careers for the student in just a moment. And here it is. So I could be at home as a student. Right now I'm logged in as an administrator, but I could export this, I could print this out, or I could email it to myself, just so you know. So that is how to create a Pathfinder and add library holdings, resources, internet research sites, as well as class notes and the like. All the best, and I hope this video was helpful.